Um, I know that I actually have a big family in Akron, 4 sisters and 13 nieces and nephews, and then that's just on my mother's side, and more so on my father's side. So the community relationship that I have is like it was fostered from birth, and so like I've really never been a part of any particular community activity group. Um, I attend Akron Museum. See any events, First Night Akron. I take advantage of the events that they do have here because it's my city, and that's where your meeting ground. Saying those are the parts where like the yearly festivals that come. It's like a mini reunion of people that you haven't seen and you hope to see. So that's a beautiful thing about Akron. Um, and I just take the time really every day or whenever I can to give a positive word of encouragement or some information,
Amen.
like say your program and any other program that I might hear about that may benefit people I know. I just pass that information around,
Yes.
and that's just because in the city people have done that to me.
Yeah.
I have discussed the issue or problem, and they've said, "Oh well, this program is going on, or you can call this number, and they'll help you with potentially your issue." And that's the richness of the community that I enjoy so much. Um, and like, if there was one thing that I could actually suggest that would be a benefit to the city, would be just in my experience growing up as my mother being a single parent. It was a lot of outside influences that helped bring me along and save me from a lot of destructive patterns. And to a credit, it has been like someone not of an African American background, but of a Caucasian. And early on, I've learned how rich of a community and life you can have if you incorporate all walks of life. And unfortunately, I don't really see too many programs and situations that geared directly towards that. Because you have older women like yourself who could help the younger women who get into destructive patterns.
Yes.
Older white men who actually have taught me and took time to educate me, and on the saying the requirements of life and how to navigate the adult world. And like I said, there are people at home who have life experiences who would love to take the time to pass their knowledge on, whether or not be to their family or to just someone in their community. And if people could make that a key point of a meeting ground and interaction, that would be such a benefit that it's hard to even put in words, because the benefit for me has been tremendous. So that's just one issue that I would like to bring up.
How would you like to see that? I mean, is that something that, for instance, they have these community learning centers now that the schools are starting to open their doors, to neighborhoods and communities in Akron?
And see, I don't really know. I've seen the name and understand what the name brings, but as far as how that program is implemented, how the year-round program works, because I've often asked, a few people like, well, if it's a learning center, what access do they have to people who are out of school? Because like the kids handle it for like a certain amount of year, and you can only have a certain amount of activity with outside people. But after that, what is the benefit of it through the years or through the rest of the year? And what kind of people would you want to bring in? Because I know there's some adults who may not be at a reading or writing level that they are comfortable with, and some of the programs that they have downtown, the Jolly Family Services and Urban League, they may be I want to say stressed or maxed out, and so more outlets closer to neighborhoods with these learning centers, with individual leaders or older people in the community that have retired since then, who would look for kids or adults who have a drive and want to better themselves. Workshops, learning centers. There's been authors at the library that I went to go see, and just like open events like that, and cookies and coffee, and little things help to bring people in. And there's a lot of people that want a lot of things in the city, but just might not be able to express that or somewhat shy.
What's the best way to spread the word about them? I mean, if somebody were to start these programs, or if they exist already and we don't know about them, where's the best place to advertise? What's the best way to get the word out?
Well, actually, I mean, like honestly, like the center meeting points, like at the transit center here, like a lot of people come by, and whether it's me or somebody else who I know needed, I will pick up the flyer and pass the information to them.
Yeah.
It would have to be like on a continual basis, because like say once or twice a year, with people's schedules, you may miss that. So if it was a consistent availability of them, either through different people who can conduct the workshop, that would be more helpful. And once people have been through them and have a positive feedback, then the word will spread. Like I say, in the communities and like the workshops at the schools, those are the places where people would actually feel comfortable going to. The library downtown, just talking to more people, you'll find out where they congregate more or so. And long as the message is contained and delivered right, for people to understand exactly what they will get, and with really people that they can relate to, because unfortunately, an older white man may not initially spark the idea into a younger black man, but if you have like-minded individuals who would bring you in, and then once you come into the program, then the variety is there for you to you'll be nervous, but sooner or later you'll get comfortable and you'll get straight to the issue at hand. So that's an idea.
I have a question for you. Did you find any of your mentoring relationships, was that at church at all, or was that just in the community with other agencies? Was that that you got some good mentoring with older adults, males?
There were some issues where I went to child guidance. Okay. Some of the counselors there were very nice, very pleasant. Okay. Through my school with a learning disability, they connected me with an older man who was tremendous in motivating me and letting me know that I did possess the ability to get through my challenges. Okay. And from then on, it's like I've a natural ability to draw towards those individuals, because once you start the engine going, people tend to find those watering holes or pathways that fit them. So I was fortunate enough to do that, and it was on a consistent basis. Once a week, we went to the library over in Highland Square, and we met, we talked. We even went out for pizza. Just community things that broke the monotony and gave me a different experience other than what I would have had. And so. But then that was say in the late 90s. Late 80s, I'm sorry, late 87, 88. So, but nowadays, with the internet and this kind of a faster pace and more computer adept kids, you have to actually utilize that ability to bring them in. And not only also to bring that point, a lot of adults who really aren't unable to navigate the computer. Yes. And that is really a hindrance. Yes, it scares them, and to open up that avenue would actually benefit them, the community, even the businesses in town. Because once you're able to handle, say, a digital camera or a laptop, then you'll be more eager to buy one. If you teach people how to use or get accustomed to these things, then they'll want them, and it's just a benefit for everybody, their kids, them, community at large.
I want to check in on time real quick because I don't want to keep. Okay, so wow, we've had about a 20-minute conversation.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to wrap this up maybe with a few final thoughts of anything that this conversation has kind of sparked for you or made you think of, or anything like that?
I thank you for your input on, especially having lived here your whole life too. Mm-hmm. That's interesting to me. I was interested in what you were saying, and just thank you for the opportunity to be able to share how we feel about living here and our experiences, and that there is such a growing need for continued help for people, that people are really in need of services, and the service that I provide really fills a gap that is in desperate need for the women, and so I'm very motivated and very passionate about continuing to fill that gap. So that would be my statement.
Okay. I appreciate the opportunity to actually share my thoughts and ideas. rarely do you get a chance to do that. They'll go through your head, but they, like I say, will die off if there's no outlet for them, and so that an issue for a lot of people, I think. With your program, it's just wonderful, and I look to learn more about it and potentially help somebody else that I may know in the near future. A key point, there's always two sides to every story. There's a need and then an abundance of help.
Yes.
And I guess once you learn how to find them and find the proper way to marry them, then a full circle of satisfaction can go. And with your program, maybe attempting to get into the men and trying to help them understand their without having father figures and not really understanding how to become a man, that would actually help bridge both sides of it.
Absolutely.
So that's just an idea, but
that's huge, and I am 100% with you on that.
And it's just a wonderful experience, and I hope that you guys do more of this and broadly and get a broader base, around the cities, because you'll be surprised what you find, and input information is always powerful. So thank you.
Thank you guys so much, because
Thank you.
It's so, it makes me feel so good.
Okay.
I sound like maybe this was valuable.
Yeah.
I think for all of us to share. So let's stay connected.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Thank you.